So we have now metal deficiency defect. In metal deficiency defect, this is in continuation to our previous video lecture. This metal deficiency defects is usually shown by transition metals, right? This metal deficiency defect is shown by transition metals, right? Transition metals, because they, or the metals that show variable valency, like metal ions that are monovalent, divalent, right? Variable valency. Transition metals that show variable valency will show metal deficiency defects. That is, metal cations will become less in the crystal lattice. Like in previous metal excess defects, metal cations were becoming in excess or more than metal or more than anions. So in this case, the metal cations would become less than the anions in the crystal lattice, right? So here, number of cations will become less. Let's see how this happens. Suppose I'll just draw the similar lattice, right? If this is your crystal lattice, right? This is your crystal lattice. Now we say this is shown by those compounds that show variable valency, right? Now suppose this A shows variable valency of +1 and +2. So it will exist as A +1 and A +2, right? Now suppose one of the lattice site, right? One of the lattice site is taken over by A +2, right? Suppose this is, say, taken over by A +2, right? So to maintain the electrical neutrality, this would be one of the metal ion from the neighboring site would be missing to maintain the electrical neutrality, right? This is shown by ferrous oxide, right? So here you can see to maintain here electrical neutrality, because earlier we said we need to look at two things: electrical neutrality and stoichiometry. Stoichiometry is not maintained because one of the site is vacant, right? One of the site is vacant. Here from this site A plus is missing, right? So we still have one vacant site, and this one of the site is taken over by a divalent cation, right? This is a divalent cation which has higher charge compared to A plus, this monovalent cation, right? So when any of the site is taken over by the metal cation of higher valency, then two other sites would become vacant. From those two sites, one would be occupied by this divalent ion and the other would remain vacant, right? So this is your metal deficiency defect, right? And this is shown in compounds like FeO, ferrous oxide, right? So this ferrous oxide is not exactly FeO. Now due to this defect, it will become Fe 0.95O. This is how exactly it's written. So here you see that stoichiometry is not maintained because number of iron ions have become less. One of the site in ferrous oxide, one of the site that was occupied by this Fe plus, right, is vacant. So number of iron or the ferrous ion is less. So in place of 1, I have written 0.95, which is less than 1, right? So stoichiometry is not maintained and electrical neutrality is maintained because the site is occupied by a cation of higher charge, right? So instead of one vacant site, the electrical neutrality is still maintained because this site is occupied by the divalent cation, which is of same charge compared to the charge carried by these A plus ions at two sites, right? Because this one is equivalent to these two. So this will remain vacant due to this divalent cation, because electrical neutrality has to be maintained, right? So due to metal deficiency, the compounds obtained are non-stoichiometric, right? And remember that this kind of defect is shown by transition metals, right, that exist in multiple oxidation states, right? So here the presence of cation, right, having higher charge in the adjacent site, you will see, right? A plus 2 is a metal cation of higher charge, right? And it occurs due to missing of a cation from its lattice site. You see this lattice site is empty, right? So a metal cation is missing from its lattice site, and the presence of a cation having higher charge in the adjacent lattice site, this one, right? So this is shown by FeO, right? Now we have another type of defect, right, which we would be doing in another video lecture, right? That defect is your impurity defects, right? Impurity defects we would be doing in another video lecture, right? So you can just take down all these notes, right? And this is important with respect to these F centers, why these crystalline solids appear colored, right? And this kind of defect, metal deficiency defect, these are shown by transition metals that exist in variable valencies. Remember all these things, how electrical neutrality is maintained, stoichiometry is not maintained in non-stoichiometric defects, right? All this, right? Thanks.